Well, hello, everybody. Good to see everyone today. Happy Monday to you. It's Monday. It's new dailies. We're checking them out. That's what we do around here. Let's say hi to everybody who's already just sort of blowing chat up. You guys you're on it tonight. So let's go. We got BL at P1. Wow. First place for BL. That's awesome. Blankenship, P2. Nate, P3. That's a good looking podium right there. Nelson, you didn't get podium, but you did get 4th place energy, and that's really important around here. You know what I'm talking about? That's important. Let's see. Blankenship, P5 for you. Great to see you, friend. You guys are just solid rocks. You really are. Chris Wood, great to have you, man. Thank you for coming in, as always. Also a solid rock. Oh, thanks, Too Bad. It's good to see you too, man. It has been a little bit of a minute. Appreciate you coming in, man. Let's see. Dog Paws, good to see you, friend. Appreciate you coming in. Grover, good to see you as well. Happy to have you here at the beginning of the stream. And Santa Miguel, good to see you, man. Great to see you guys. Almost caught up now. All right. Oh yeah, it's week 3. Solid beer. Thank you, Nate. Yeah, appreciate it. It's coming in. This is how I have some Mediterranean heritage, so it comes in forceful. Oh, it's Sparkles. Hey there. Good to see you. Well, objective number 1, put up a time at Deep Forest in the Viper. Let's go. Let's set a time. Let's get something that's worthy of the lead pencil name. We're not there yet. I put up a couple laps here. And after we get a decent lap here, lap time I should say, then we'll go ahead and do a lap guide like we always do. And then we'll head over to Race C, which I'm pretty excited about Race C actually. That looks like a really fun combination. I think I need to try that without first gear. It's a wall. Oh. Here we go. Little bit of wheel spin there. Man, it's such a slow corner. So I'm feeling like I should at least be able to get like a 26.8. Maybe first gear for there. Hey there, LG. Happy Monday to you, bud. Great to see you. So for those who were there on Saturday, or for those who didn't make it on Saturday, either way, both LG and Tangy, both of our guests, they ended up improving their times after the stream. Although Tangy did knock his down some on stream. And since LG beat his time, and actually almost beat my time, really close to my time actually, I will be in a Swifty later on tonight, per our agreement. And not just any Swifty, he made a special livery for the occasion, so. Did not get the rotation I desperately need there. Get Swifty with it. Super Doofus, good to see you, friend. Hard to get temperature in these tires, it looks like. Nip. There we be. Oh, you feel most comfy laps 3 and 4. Okay, that's good to know. All right, we're gonna serve this pen. Is that right, LG? Man, I really love that circuit. We get along usually really well. It's probably because that's half where I'm from. That's my take, at least. I am half Catalonian. Yeah, I think I remember you saying, SD. If it is, man, you guys got trouble there, huh? Well, hopefully, after our time together tonight, we can have less trouble there. Oh. Come on now. Use the 4C. Yeah, that would be fantastic in the turns. Okay, SD, I see you. I see you. That's cool. Oh, I missed the brakes. And that ghost is right on the edge there, isn't he? Right on the edge. Well, I do like this car too, honestly. Get a little wider entrance, see if we can carry some speed through here. Try to not scrub the tires at all. Need to wait to get on the throttle. You see it, right, guys? Gotta wait to get on the throttle there. Bleh. That first gear rotation, yeah, I hear you. Yeah, I'm still, I'm figuring out right now, LG, where I really need that. And where I don't. I'm still undecided in a couple places. Not this turn. I know this turn I need it for entrance. There's no doubt about that. Ah. You remember your 26s? It was good times, huh? Oh, hey, it's good to see you too, bud. Good to see you, Bronco. That's a little too deep. Nuts. But I got a good exit, actually. Yeah, its straight line speed is just crazy. If you can make it dance properly in the middle sector, then you can really be a weapon here. There's no doubt about it. Whoa, Steven Sills! Gifting, does it say 5 gifted memberships? Oh, it does. Thank you, Steven. Throw up a star emoji for Steven, everybody. He wants everybody to be able to use a stud emoji. It's good to see you too, Steven. Quite an entrance you have there. And LG gifting 10! Whoa, LG! Thank you, friend. Oh, thank you so much, bud. Ooh, yeah. A little too happy with the gas there. You coast the corner out of the tunnel onto the bridge. Yeah, I'm still gauging. I know what you're talking about. I've tried coasting to start. I think I'm trying to see what a little bit of minimal braking will do. Whoop. Bronco gifted 10 memberships. Thank you, guys. Y'all too kind, man. You just want to see me in the Swifty later. Throw up some stud emojis for the Bronco, please. Oh, the pain. Ricky, good to see you, friend. It's really studalicious here tonight. I think you're right. I think you're right. I can't remember who said that. Yeah. Well, for those who missed it, LG came on the program, Learn with Lead on Saturday, and we agreed if he beat his time, that I would drive the Swifty. So I'm gonna drive it. I'm not gonna race with it. I'll spend a little time in it. I'm gonna grab that incredible livery. That's gonna be my livery for the Swifty too, I think. Like the livery. I don't want anyone else's livery for it. That's not how you want to take that. Or that. Or that. But that's the thing. Once you get that first entrance wrong, then you're pretty much off the racing line the next 3 corners. Whatever. Yeah, it looked pretty sweet on Saturday, so I'm kind of excited. I need to play some Superman music while I do it, though. Maintain anonymous. No, maybe I'll do it. Maybe I'll make it the thing, and I'll throw some of my decals on it. Nah, I missed it. Big miss there. And I'm turning to first there too early. Oh, you're gonna see it. You just gotta wait another hour-ish or so. No, maybe less than, actually. Yeah, less than, because once I'm done with the lap guide here, I'll go to Barcelona, and I'll do that first. Mike number 5. Hey there, friend. Good to see you, bud. I bet that's a pen too. Yep. Do I get to serve it now? I do. I'll do it. I'll serve it. Ah, look at that. That might have been a time that we would be happy with. If we got this last corner right. That's what it would take. SMF, good to see you. We don't want to be sliding there. Oh, foot got caught again, man. Simbed pedals for Christmas for myself today. Hey, very cool. Glad you could grab that, man. It's awesome. Now, stupid autocorrect. Okay, Sparkles, good night. We'll see you later. Thank you for hanging with us before bedtime. Do something else for a bit, okay. Nah, wait for the rotation, you dummy. Alright, let's try to be a little brave here. Chaos, good to see you, man. Yeah, that was my .8 if I hadn't messed up that turn right there. Hey, Zamora, good to see you, friend. Liked and subbed. Quadfather, good to see you, man. Zamora gifting 5 gifted. You guys are crazy today. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Throw up a stud emoji for Zamora, everyone. Yeah, I hear that there, Quad. I have been thinking the exact same thing, and for me in the future, where I need to spend some weeks just beating myself up in Group 3 races. All right, I think we're going to accept that. I think we will accept this time. Right there with Paul. Yeah, I mean, a .8 would have been that lap if I hadn't messed up that quick left-hander. So, but we're gonna accept that. Oh, save. Do that so I can get a nice pick later. And then just hop out because I don't want to see the ghost. There's another way to. There's a way to do that too. Silly boy. You're lucky 13 on the list. Very cool. Good to see you, David. Okay. Get over to turn 1. Yeah, man, exactly, LG. All right. One moment here. Oh, by the way, I'm trying the Red Bull Winter Edition right now. The sugar-free one, at least. It's pretty happy. Hey, Petri Pat. Good to see you, man. Just checking to see if I'm still faster than you. What's the verdict? I can park here if I want. This track is mine right now, Bronco. Nobody else. I have rented Deep Forest out for this lap guide. You see, so there's no fear at all. Apparently no. Okay. Well, about to do a lap guide here and hopefully help you all get some better times. That's the idea behind all that. Just getting this one prepared. Bear with me. Excellent. Okay, let's talk about deep forest. Standard direction, I would say the correct direction, by the way. I really don't like the other way whatsoever. It's crazy. I hate that uphill with the hairpin going right. Dumb. Don't like it. But this way is good. This way is fantastic. So, you know, we got a top 350 time in the world. Not bad. I feel like, you know, you'll see, you know, if you were watching, you'll see that, you know, there's a one turn where I think I lost probably a 10th at least. It's very obvious from how that worked out, but that's okay. So let's talk about, here we're right at about the breaking point for this turn. You know, some cars might be able to ooch a little bit closer to the 100, but being in the Viper, I like to be starting on the brakes right about here. So on the visualizer, let's take a look at that for a moment. So this is really your racing line that you're going for on this track. You see that it's just a little bit more open than 180 degrees. And that's depicted here. So we got a big braking zone through here. And you kind of want to tighten early and continue to decelerate all the way through here. Now this critically is where you're at your slowest, okay? It'll be really easy to be too slow too soon, like in this area right here, and be tempted to get on the throttle at this part. If you do that, you're not going to get the rotation. You're going to go wide out here. So don't do that. Don't be that guy, okay? Don't be that guy, and be patient. Get on the throttle mid-corner, and likely with most cars, you're actually just starting to get on the throttle, working your way up to full throttle throughout the rest of this way. So on the actual track, so that line looks like braking in a straight line through here, turning right around this part, down to third, down to second. Now of note, so here we are, we're just a little bit before mid-corner. If you end up going a little bit deep, right, then go ahead and change this corner to a double apex. I have found in practice, if I ended up going a little bit deep and then just sort of getting the car to turn and then back on the power out, it worked out pretty well, and you could still carry a good amount of speed up the hill that way. So I feel like there's, I hate to say there's like a couple good lines, but there's one best line, which is the one you stay tight all the way to all the way, you tighten all the way. The other is, you know, double apex, a little bit wider, and that's really, but only do that if you end up coming in a little too hot, okay? So, Warzone Racing, your Octane son, no way! But this apex is a predator. That's right, it might eat you, as defined by Miss Neverfeather in the advertisement. So, all right. So anyway, looking at this then, so you're decelerating all the way over here. I think it's best to stay into second. If you need an emergency first gear to get a little extra rotation, yeah, go ahead and do that. I think that's fine. Okay. All right. On the throttle, kind of visualize, you see you have this extra concrete patch on the right here. It kind of goes through this corner. Not sure what that's about, but that's part of this track. So right about here then, you know, when you're just about to get to the end of the concrete patch up ahead, just beyond my car's roof there, that's when this is when you're getting on the throttle right here and working your way up, and an exit in third felt very comfy and very fast. Plan to go out wide like this, so we don't have a braking zone, so I'm gonna just sort of give you the line through this part. One thing that I'm gonna recommend is start turning before you crest this hill. So, and in fact, actually, better said, start turning left before the end of the red and white curb here, because the car goes really light, and I think the Viper even goes lighter because of the way the arrow is on it. So make sure that you're turning so you can get some of that weight planted on the right side of the car as you go over this crest. Because you really want to dip your left two tires onto the grass right here. You want to kick up some dirt there, okay? You're in 4th gear at this time, and just as you get to the edge of the red and white curbing, which my screen is blocking right now, I'll move back a little bit. So there it is. There's the edge of it right there. So that's where you want to turn in and dab the brakes in 4th gear. What you really, really, really want to do is dip 2 tires onto the grass right here. This is super critical for what happens next, okay? Now, I'm going to fiddle with this for a moment. You know that our visualizer got an upgrade. So I'm still, you know, getting used to all of its capabilities. Let me see what happens here. Huh? Yeah. Oh yeah, I like that. Okay. All right. So, what braking earlier is going to do is it's going to get the car to be over this far to the right. Then you're dabbing 3rd gear, and it really is just a quick dab, and you must get the weight transferred over to the right side of the car at this point, okay? Now, let's go ahead. This is where the upgraded visualizer is going to be really fun here, so let's check this out. Oh yeah, I'm geeking out right now. All right, so this is your line going into the little left-hander, then setting up for the right-hander afterwards, going towards the tunnel there. So you'll see here how we were. Oops, that's the wrong one. My bad. Okay, there we go. So you'll see how we have this little dab of the brakes right in here, okay, and letting the car coast. The way the racing line's depicted here, this is considering a different type of speed entering the corner. You see we got a full braking zone here, so that's why the colors might be a little bit different than how they should actually be applied as far as brake and throttle. But clobber this apex. You'll see that here in the visual here in a moment on the real track, and then get the car rotated around, and you're dabbing on the brakes once again in here, down to 2nd, get the car to tighten here, and then exit out in 3rd, okay? On the actual track, so what that looks like is you're in 3rd, you've dabbed the brakes, you're getting the car rotated, and really, so this whole section, right, the previous left-hander to the right, to this left, to the right-hander, right up ahead there, this is a delicate dance, okay? Just, you gotta float this thing through here, and it's unlike a whole lot of other places in this game, whether it's a real track or a fake track. It's kind of wild, this entrance here, because you technically are decelerating the car all the way to this corner, but you can't fully decelerate. You have to accelerate between corner to corner, and that's what makes it kind of fun, but also kind of tough. All right, so we're either coasting the car through here, giving a little bit of throttle, and I also find a little bit of throttle can actually stabilize the car as well if you give a little throttle right around here. All right, so I like to aim the car at in between the 4th and the 5th arrow that's blinking up ahead. If the one over to the left is the first one, then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, okay? Down to 2nd, on the brakes, get the car rotated. You really want to clip this curb right here pretty steadily, okay? I'm finding I'm very easily going too wide. I might have even gone wide on my actual fast lap. So that's really important, okay? And then you should be up to 3rd and on the throttle no later than the apex. If you've really taken it well, you can get on the throttle before this apex. and really nail it, okay? All right, next braking zone is right here. Just as you exit the tunnel, you can see all the tire marks right there on the left. This is your braking marker right here. Let me grab the visualizer again and set this up. Oh, yes. Happy days. Oh, that's the other way, though. Hang on. There we are. Okay. Here we have it. So oops, let me get it myself out of the way. So this is the entrance. This is the really critical part about this, is you're looking at this entrance right here. Get it nice and wide, but consistently tighten all the way around. Might even the line might even look a little bit more like this in reality, okay? And this might be a little bit tighter. Yeah, a little bit tighter perhaps. Okay, so that's the line that we're talking about. Decelerate all the way to about mid-corner and then get on the throttle in this area. If you have to lift in here, do it. But the objective would be to apply the right amount of throttle at the right time all the way through here so that you do not have to lift at all. Really critically is the weight transfer right here. You have to turn left in a spot where you actually think turning left will make you hit the wall right here. But if you time it right, you won't actually hit the wall, and that's really critical because it's super easy to be out here on exit, and that's really going to be a bad time, okay? So what that looks like on the actual track, coming through here, down to third, down to second, tightening, tightening, tightening. What I like right here is once I see the bridge, that little red sign on the bridge there, I get up to third gear, and I know that I've really done it well, is if when I get on the throttle now, my right tires will go over the white line. That's really what tells me I've got it good. And then my momentum, yes, will carry me over there, but this is where you need to whip the car over to the left and then come all the way through here, okay? All right, next two corners here are tricky sons of guns. So it's a little dab of the brake right in this spot right here. Downshift to third, and we need to yank the car over to the left, okay? You don't have time. This isn't one of those corners where you got to be smooth with the steering. This is where you got to be like violent with the steering. Yank the car over to the left. Get that weight transferred nice and firmly over here so that as you go in, and I like to hit the brakes and continue braking so that third gear and a minimal amount of braking will suck me to the apex so that I can get on the throttle as soon as I possibly can. Now this is the corner that I messed up in my fastest lap, which I think if I had gotten this right, I probably would have had a low 0.8. But I'll try again maybe later in the week, and we'll see how that happens, how that goes. But that's what I'm trying to do. Get on the throttle mid-corner, and then ride fourth out all the way that way. So what that looks like here then on the actual track is coming through here, banging on the brakes, yanking it over, trying to get this right here. As soon as the car settles and is on this curb, I like to go up to fourth and then ride this sucker out. All right, the next braking zone comes quick though. So you're braking just as you get onto this bridge. And this is probably the most critical corner. This is one of the most critical corners of the whole course. So it's just beyond 90 degrees, but there's a really long straight afterwards, right? So because of the long straight, we're going to widen this entrance pretty significantly. Really, you want to be at your slowest right here. So that means hard braking in a straight line, getting the car turned. We'll talk about that turn-in point here in a moment. Getting this nice wide entrance, being able to be on the throttle mid-corner, and then exit through the apex, accelerate through the apex, and plan to be wide out here. Okay, what that looks like on the track. Braking in a straight line right here, down to third, down to second. I like to turn with this curbing, and if I've come in a little too hot, I'll use a little bit of first for extra rotation, but if I do that, I'm back up to third, and I want to be on the throttle right here. And then go through this apex, manage the oversteer, and off we go. Coach, it's good to see you, man. Appreciate you coming in, bud. All right. Now, interestingly enough, I have found that going very deep on this hairpin and basically kind of missing the apex is actually kind of fast. I think it's because you can carry more speed around there. Now, I'm not talking about super wide, but wider than we might expect. So this is the brake marker right here, these blue and white signs, the PlayStation signs on the right side. Let's take a look at what this looks like on the track here. So it's nearly 180 degrees, this hairpin. Oh, that's the wrong one. Nearly 180 degrees, this hairpin. Yeah. Yep. That is what we're trying to do. So we are braking hard in a straight line. Really murdering the gears on the way down as well. Quick trail brake in this area right here, but right here is where we wait. This is where we wait for the car to get turned. We might use a little bit of braking. We might dab the throttle to engage some gription. Okay. And so then that's where, right here, you want to start being on the throttle in this part, and then get on the throttle through. Now, as I said, I'm kind of taking a line that's a little bit out here, and I think being able to not turn quite as hard on the steering is enabling me to apply the power with a little more confidence. So going wider like that, and still, by the way, going out wide out here. Still planning to do that. But, you know, this corner and the previous one, they are the, I would say, the two most important corners on the track, because they are two flat out sections afterwards, and you gotta nail them, right? You like gription? Yeah, you gotta get some gription. Okay, so what that line here looks like on the track, then braking in a straight line, but you're braking late because you're planning to go very deep. So you're coming all the way here. You're turning with this curb, the end of the curb on the right there, getting this nice wide entrance. And this is kind of what I'm talking about. I'm a little bit like out here, and I noticed the top time was out here as well. And I think it just makes it a little bit more easy. So the other thing too is, at this point, you're going like 37, 38 miles per hour. It's really, really slow. But you need that slowness so that the car will actually turn. That's what needs to happen here, okay? So be patient with that. But this is where you're getting on the throttle, planning to go out wide this way, and so forth. My tires are pretty cold here. All right, so if you don't have a good time and you know it, go ahead and stay wide out here. I can carry it in like an extra couple miles per hour by doing that. If you have a good time, stay close to the left here, be right about here, okay? First turn for first lap, if you're starting towards the front of the grid, is basically take it a little bit right at the 50, and then maintain the same line that you've been doing. So you brake, you dab the brakes, a little bit of trail brake to come in here, and that's what you'd want to do at the first turn when you're just starting towards the front of the grid. That's a lap guide at Deep Forest. Okay. Time to be an honorable gentleman and do what I said I was going to do. Let's see. Rusty, good to see you. I'm going to say hi to everyone that I missed here. Good to see you, Slick. It's quite silver, yes. It's very, very white. Very white. It's interesting, though. As it gets thicker and thicker, it seems like all the black sort of takes over. So once the beard is down to about here, it'll be a lot darker most of the way. It's Swifty time, baby. Here we go. Here we go. So for those who are just joining and have no idea what's going on, LG was on the Learn with Lead on Saturday, and for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks now, he and Bronco actually have been telling me, get in the Swift, do the Swifty, and I don't like front wheel drive cars. That's just the long and the short of it, okay? But I told him, if you beat your time after a Learn with Lead, then I'll do it. Well, sure enough, he beat his time by what, 6/10 or 5/10 in the end? So now we got to do it, which is fine. Now, where's this car? That's a TT. That's a Sirocco. That's a Mazda 3. Where is this? Oh, there it is. All right, and we have a special livery to put on this car as well. The time that has been dreading. Well, what's really fun about this actually is the fact that we get to throw on a specially made livery for it. So that kind of makes it better for me. So let's do that. Let's do that right now. I think you said you put it under lead. Just lead. Is that right? There it is. Oh, man. Oh, man. Super Swifty. Here it comes. Oh, I got to make the screen big so you guys can see it. There it is. It's the Super Swifty. Apply it. Oh, my goodness. You can see me from like a mile away. Oh, Chris Wood looks like a badger too. Yeah. Honestly, that's cool, man. That's just cool. All right, let's take it out to the track, shall we? Let's take it out to the track. This is my Swifty livery now. I'm claiming it. Zamora. Oh, BL wants it as her new car. All right. Oh, what's here that on my wish list that I can't afford? Oh, I can afford this. All right. I'm busy trying to get all the cars still, so. It is like a Mighty Mouse car, isn't it? That is so accurate. No, I don't want to get in that car now. I want to stay in my Swifty. Oh, I actually bought this one? Oh, I did. That's right. I don't own this one either? No, I own it. What are you talking about? Why does it say I don't own it? Owned. Weird. There's the expensive ones. One day, maybe, I'll be able to afford it. All right, let's get this thing out here. Do a few laps on the Swifty for our friends here. Our Swifty lover friends. And I use Chase Cam, so you'll get to see it in all of its Mighty Mouse glory. Stalling! Yeah, I was stalling. Just wanted to make sure. It's so tall. You can hear that turbo go, can't you? Oh, there's that understeer. It's a minivan. Whoa. Pop, 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 pop. Oh my goodness. I'll tell you what though, if I ever get back into a greasy Friday Fun Factory or something like this, I know I'll be rocking this. Only because it's so wide, yeah. I don't plan to put up a serious time, but I'll do a few laps here for the friends. Ooh, it's got some good brakes. Oh my goodness. Brap, 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 brap. Oh, too much fun. This is great. Okay, I made it. Oh, I can't imagine the violence that this thing would do to the tires. Oh my goodness, in the actual race. Halfway up? Okay. I'm not even like... Sometimes the ghost car in front just disappears because this thing is so tall. Oops. All right, see if I can get a 49. See if I can get a 49 in this. Flirting with the limits there. Ah, stupid. Ah, more stupid. Ah, whatever. Your stupid game. This understeer is so awful, guys. It's so terrible. But it's fun. It's fun. I like it. I like it for the fun of it. Hey there, Wesley. Good to see you, man. For front left. It was on fire, wasn't it? Yeah, I think I get 1 lap out of it. And then the tires start to overheat. It's good stuff, though. Excuse me. Alright, we're going to change car now. We are going to go to the meta, okay? Alright. Let's do this. Rears, yeah, the rears get frozen because they're not... Alright, so this is a 46.9. Megish. Knight the Surlet of the Swifty. Alright, a 46.9. Wow. Oh! And we get to, show off Ozzy Pug's new livery for us on the Sits run here, which is really cool. Yeah. Yeah, Ozzy does a great job. Oh no. Oh yeah. You like that PHG decal, right? Ozzy makes sure to throw those on there all the time. He's very, he knows what I want there. And do you see the big eagle on the back there too, Big Papa? Good to see you, friend. But mostly the decal. Yeah, it's kind of hard with this lighting. You got it, LG. You got it, man. We gotta straighten that out a little bit better. Ooh, yeah. We want the background to come a little bit. Not that much, though. Big Papa, a member of the stud club for 4 months. 4 down, let's go. That's cool, man. Missed that one a little bit. Still missing this one too much. Can't be missing that apex. Whee! No. Okay. Your kryptonite. Well, hopefully after the lap guide, we'll get you some help there, Mike number 5. I think that turn 1's gonna be my kryptonite. I haven't done it right yet. Right with the ghost, I like it. Johnny 5 is alive. You might actually win, huh? That's pretty good. Let's get better. That was more like it. That wasn't. Alright, we made up for it, though. Whee! I tell you what, I feel like the first lap is the best chance. You'd be faster on a bike than a car. There are no motorcycles in GT7, though. Or did you mean like a pedal bike? Tourist trophy? No, I don't think so. Yeah. They filmed the sequel in your hometown, though. That's fun. I don't remember, LG. No. Pointless if I don't get that. Come on. That was okay. Not quite as good there. I need to throw it in there more than that. Wow. There are a few cars that can do what this car just did there. Yeah, you really gotta enter in quick and then pounce on that throttle there. Viking Racer, good to see you, bud. Nah, needs to be kept above 70, I'm pretty sure there. Fried the tires at the end. I fried them. Peanut, hey, good to see you, man. It's been a little bit, yeah, Viking. Good to see you, man. I'm sure you're busy with many important things, but I'm glad you can stop in right now. It's awesome, dude. And so we were up on like a 0.1 there. Nope, did it again. Come on. JC, I'm doing good, man. We seem to be having an okay time tonight. Good to have you here, bud. Schnipple! All us beautiful people, you're the beautiful person. Thank you for coming in, friend. Oof. Oh! Hey, everyone, don't try to break on the grass. You heard it here. Right, Schnipple? I'm feeling you with that question right there. So, I think the main thing is because it's a little bit loose in the rear end, you can get added rotation, not only decelerating, but you can get rotation with the slip angle on exit as well. And it's hard to find that in a Group 4 car. That's what was making back in the day. Remember, the Lambo was like the meta all the time. That's an all-wheel drive car that can get loose. Now they nerfed it, so its looseness doesn't matter anymore. There, you saw that looseness right there, or even heard it. Yes, correct, LG. So even here, I can feel the back end coming out a little bit. Right. Yeah, you're harnessing that slide that it's inducing. And you do that on the regular, and you can be pretty quick with it, for sure. Son of a wicked. Okay. And we knocked a 10th off. I feel like a 47 is really possible here. I lost it. They're still not as good as Swift. As LG, yeah, I understand. So from what I saw earlier, you have a few options. So if you want to change tires, you can. That is a viable strategy. There is a mandatory pit. So honestly, this feels like one of the classic Group 4 combos that PD gives us on a regular basis now, where you can pit or you cannot. You can change, well, you can't, you have to pit, but you can change tires or not. And so the only thing is, if you're going to change tires, then you should probably do it middle of the race, you know, lap 5, 6, or 7 probably. If you're not going to change tires, then pit early to get out of traffic, or pit late because pit on the last lap because you've had a good time out there, you know, you've had good pace, so you want to keep it up. All right, I won't tell Hippie. Wouldn't dream of telling Hippie. Tire change takes 3 seconds. Okay. It's that turn alone that heats up that front left so bad. All right, give this a little bit more here. Whew. Almost a 47. How many likes we got right now? How many likes we looking at? Oh, that was quite a bit better than even other times where it was pretty good. 41, that's a 40 burger. That's a 40 burger, everybody. Throw a 40 burger emoji up. Hey Jade, good to see you. First gear got me some serious rotation that time. Yeah, we missed it. I think we missed the 30 burger too. Nah, it's a pen, I think. Yep. Well, I'm curious to see what this would have been. Never mind. That was a 47, even with that wideness. Okay, yeah, I feel like, man, I'm right there. I can taste it. Ah, during the first track guide, okay. You guys are on it. I should not have doubted. Should not have doubted at all. Silly you, Super Doofus. Yeah, that entrance right there. That's game changer. Ah, we're gonna go wide. I'm trying to push it. Yeah, I agree, Mike. It makes turn one of the first lap really sketchy because I can feel how much easier it is in the grip department. What is that? What is that called? Well, and I think it makes the cold tires right now make these two turns kind of tough as well to start off. That wasn't as good. Hey Ryan, yo, it's good to see you, man. That is clearly not the lap. Yeah, we're right there on the cusp. Sheesh. My goodness. I think it's a pen also. Yep. Oh, 1/1000th off my other time. We're right there, guys. We're right there, man. It sure does, SD. Sure enough does. Did the same thing. I did actually, Ryan. You missed it. I did do the suit. I got LG's special super Swifty livery on it, and I did 3 laps around here. Ready on. Good to see you, man. Howdy doody. I'm feeling okay. Haven't done a race yet. Yeah, have a good look at that one there, Yost. Come on. Can't reclaim that magic I was getting on that turn there. Yeah. Did B yesterday, B today, reckon? Oh, okay. C today, you mean, on the second one. Let's see where that puts us. I haven't looked yet. I really want a 47, but I think I gotta call it there. Only so much time to do everything. I watched Digit for a little bit today, and he said, 471. 471 is okay. And I go, if I had a 471, I would throw myself a party. Like, I'd call friends over. He's okay. I love Digit. All right. Let's do... Actually, what I need to do is take a couple pictures for thumbnails. That's what I need to do. Let me do that, and then we'll do a lap guide here. Let's see. Thank you, Rad. Yeah, not too bad. I'm 1.1 off the top time in the world, so that's right decent. But yeah, I think if I got in the 40, if I got 1/10 less, it would be possibly top 100. No, it can't be the Swifty. That's a good thought. I don't want to confuse my people. Let's see. Maybe get it at this hairpin. Oh, I didn't do it there. Let's see. Where do we want to put it? Yeah, I think I want to do the hairpin. Or maybe... Yeah. Right there. The mountains in the background. Boo! That's gotta be the longest boo I've ever seen. Oh, shutter speed for sure. Boo! Like that old lady in what you call it, Princess Bride. Yeah, I mean, you could certainly put a request in. I'm pointing that way. And I do, inconceivable, yeah. I do want to show off Ozzy's livery too on this thing here. Okay, where do we want to part here? Part here do we want to do? LG is an awesome dude. If you missed Learn with Lead on Saturday, Ryan, check out our second guest. LG was our second guest on Saturday for Learn with Lead. It was really cool to get to know him beyond just the chat name. You can keep a 12-pack cold for a week. Well, I'm thinking of it too. I haven't mentioned it yet, but we do have plans for another stream on Thursday night. Plans for Saturday Learn with Lead. Tomorrow, this lap guide, the 2 lap guides that I'm doing today, will be in video form tomorrow morning. And on Wednesday morning, we'll drop the final video on brake balance. Speaking of that, I meant to put that up here earlier. One last hurrah for this one. It's done quite well, actually. But if you haven't seen it yet, you might find it rather informative. Oh, you were there, Yost. Okay, gotcha. He was yeah, you can tell he's a really cool guy. So there's that video in case you have not seen it yet. It's the second of 3. We put out one a couple weeks ago, 4 weeks ago actually. And we made this one, and then the third one's coming up. All right, let's get a lap guide in, and then we should have time for 2 races on Race C. Kind of excited about that. And I'm kind of feeling like we might get a whole lot of Race C on Thursday, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, so kind of a lot going on from our channel this week. In the sweep, no. You know this car had a 7th gear? There it is. That's your fuel saving gear if you need to do it, I guess. All right, let's get to the braking point. Let's get Mr. Visualizer ready. All right, here we go. So we're sitting at the braking marker. So I'm starting to brake just as this digital flag on the left goes by my screen. So, or you could say right before the 100. There's a lot of cool opportunities for some big gains in time throughout this course. So hopefully we'll be able to do that. But one of the main things I think I want to emphasize for this car with this track is how important it is to be decelerating really quickly, carrying as much speed as you can through each entrance, so that when you get on to the power, it's simultaneous. It's just basically off the brake, on the power, and that's how you're going to be really fast. But that means being slow at the right point. So we'll talk a lot about that here. Okay, first turn, first sequence, you might say. So what we have here is braking massively in a straight line, right? Got all of this distance to cover. You're going for a slight late turn in, not too much, because you're really going to decelerate all the way through this apex, okay? What you're trying to accomplish really is being at your slowest right about here, actually, because you want to set yourself up really well for this. You don't, when you go on this left turn here, you don't want to be lifting at all unless the car's like sliding and you have to lift, then I understand, right? But that's really the key here is doing that. So really clobber a lot of this apex here and then annihilate this one. Like make it go, what in the world just hit me? Okay, that's what you need to do on this part. But that looks like on the actual track, breaking in a straight line through here. Just like that, turning in, down to second. Second's really gonna help suck you into this apex. Back up to third on the throttle. I want you to whip the steering over to the left. Don't casually go to the left. Whip it over to the left so that the weight transfers really quickly and you get the left tires all the way up here. Your momentum should carry you about this wide, but if you end up on the green over here, you need to really rethink how you're entering and exiting that previous corner, okay? I'm not going to use the visualizer for this turn coming up because really we have a lot of things over here. So you don't want, you won't be any wider than this, but once again, you're going to yank, maybe not as violently as the previous one, but there's going to be a little bit of yanky. Taking the car and getting the weight transferred quickly. You're going to stay on the power all the way through here in fourth gear. Then you're going to lift just to make sure that the car tightens to the apex, and you really want to have your right tires touching the curb. Now, you see that Marshall box in the distance and the orange part of the wall in the distance also. Those two are kind of my indicators of when I need to start being on the throttle. Depending on how well I've taken the previous corner and how well I've set up for this one, the earlier I can get on the throttle here and make the corner without going too wide. You know, you don't have to worry as much about going too wide with the Group 4 cars. I know with the Group 3s, like you're fighting, right, the whole way. But not so much. You will track out about this wide. But of note, in the Group 3 cars, your momentum and the power keeps you all the way to the left. With these Group 4s, you're actually not going to end up all the way over there. At this point right here, you're actually going to start to tighten, and because you need to actually shorten the distance from here to the next braking point. Okay, so that's a little tweak from what we might be used to with the Group 3. All right, so I'm braking, for me, in this view, braking just before the 50 board on the left, right there, goes out of my screen. Just before that, so right about here is what's happening. Let's take a look at the visualizer for this one. Oops. Oh, yeah. Uh-huh. Okay. So we have a turn in after it's a quick but heavy dab on the brakes that turns immediately into trail braking all the way through here. Now, of note, you're going to want to get maybe a little tighter than that, actually. Let's make it like this. Yeah, let's do that. Because you're going to be on the throttle rather early. You're actually going to be on the throttle here. What my visualizer doesn't depict is actually how the turn actually opens up and ends up out there like that. So it actually, the track helps you in that regard. So I want you to really toss the car into this first part of the turn. Get on the throttle, get the car's weight really firmly planted on the left. Get up onto third gear and punch it out of there. Be ready to manage some power oversteer that might occur as well, okay? So on the actual track, let's see what we're talking about. So fifth, fourth, down the gears we go, braking all the way through here. Right about here, down to second. getting that car to really tuck in nice and tight. Get your car on the curb and then up to third. Manage the oversteer. You don't actually want to track out too far to the left, because once again, you actually don't have that much power like a Group 3 car would have. Alright, for this one, we're actually braking maybe a little bit further up than this. I just want to show you that I'm using the tire marks on the curbing there as a brake marker. On the visualizer, let's see what this turn looks like. It's a little more open than that. And we're gonna be not quite as wide. It's more like that. Yeah, there we go. So this is the kind of look that we're looking at here. Big, heavy braking zone, but then decelerating all the way to here with a nice transfer from brake to throttle, mid-corner, on the throttle, second gear out. You should be able to accelerate through the apex and plan to go fairly wide over here. Okay? On the actual track, that looks like this. So on the brakes, down to second. If you're really good on the brakes, you probably don't need any first gear. If you need a little help getting the car rotated, downshift right about there, then back up to second, accelerate through, plan to go out onto the green here. So I've actually been revving out fourth there because I want to downshift one less time, because I've been downshifting all the way to second. If you get your brakes right, you don't need any second, and I was able to do that a couple times, but not too often. All right, let's look at this one. There we go. Okay, let's take a look-see there. Very cool. Liking the new visualizer, we can do some fun stuff here. Okay, so here's the quick dab of the brakes. Getting the car rotated really early here. Honestly, you kind of want the back end to maybe even step out just a wee bit. It's actually going to help because you need the car pointed in this vicinity here. Get on the throttle. Don't get on the green for this one because that could really upset the car. Instead, just get your tires on the curbing. And the only difference between this and the actual track is you're kind of clobbering this apex here. You're planning to go all the way here with your right tires on the curbs here, okay? But really dive in, get the car rotated on the throttle no later than this part of the corner here, and then out you go, okay? What that looks like on the actual track. Down from fourth to third, if you need to. Down to second, getting that car rotated. I'm trying to maintain 70 miles an hour minimum, okay? Then back up to third for exit, just right there. And like I'm talking about, planning to go wide just like this, okay? You're straightening that exit, and that is actually a lot faster. So on this one, we've got a really quick right-hander, and there's a lot of time to be gained or lost here. I know it's, you know, it's only a very wide open turn like this, but I just want to depict this right here really carefully. Quick dab of the brakes right here, okay? Quick dab. Get the car turned. Make sure that the bulk of the turning is done before you get to the apex. Here's where you're on the throttle, right here, okay? And you're gonna throttle through the apex and then end out wide, okay? So what that looks like on the track is what really happens a lot for people is they start turning right here. They brake and turn here. That's too early, okay? I need you to go past this to like where that F sign is. Dab the brake here and then turn with that, okay? What that's going to do is going to give you this wide entrance, and you see, you're going to be able to see your exit right here. So right now, you're on the throttle. Fourth gear, on the throttle through all of this. Honestly, it's a very comfy turn when you do that. And if you really nailed it, your momentum will take you out wide like that. Next brake marker is the flag post on the right there. I think in race there's actually a color there. But with this one, we got one. I think it is like the slowest turn in the whole course. So let's take a look at this on the visualizer. Ooh, where's my mouse? There it went. This one is another one where we're going to plan to go deep. We're going to brake as late as we can, plan to go deep, carry speed and momentum around the corner like this so we can get on the throttle mid-corner and then accelerate through the apex. Managing some oversteer because it can get kind of nuts, right? But that's what we're trying to do. And then and come out just like that, okay? That's what we're trying to accomplish here. On the actual track, this is where you're braking in a straight line, just like this. Braking first gear right here, getting this angle. That's what you need, okay? Don't apex too early. Like on the visualizer here, most people are going to want to apex like right here. That's going to be too early. You're going to have to wait for the car to turn and therefore wait to get on the throttle. Don't do that, okay? Listen to me. Trust me, okay? On the throttle here for exit, managing the tail happiness of the car. Okay, let's look here for a moment. This is one of the ones where I said I need an upgraded visualizer for this type of turn exactly. Okay, let me get it set up here for us. All right, yeah, so we need to bring this like that. Cool. All right. Yeah, it's excellent. All right, so you're powering through this part right here because this visualizer is anticipating a big braking zone here. So we don't have that in this scenario. But what we do have is this little blip right here. Going to accelerate through here, and then we got to be on the brakes pretty hard initially and getting the car rotated. What we don't want is to be way out here, okay? If you're too hard on the brakes for too long, you're going to end up wide here. So you need less brake power, but enough so that the car slows down, gets rotated. You need to be on the throttle mid-corner. You probably go down to second and then up to third gear and power out just like that, okay? What that looks like on the actual track. Powering through here. Get the car pointed, then you're on brakes, second gear, just like that, not too wide, mid corner up to third, powering through this apex like that. Okay, the car can handle so well. Don't underestimate what the car can do on this part. I'm just gonna ride through this real quick without the visualizer. It's really just the tiniest of lifts here, okay? You're in fourth gear, tiny lift there, get the car pointed, and then out you go. Then you end up carrying enough momentum to take fifth. Then on this one we'll use the visualizer for. Brake right here. So the visual that I'm using for this are these tire marks that are swooping from the right over here. So once they kind of meet their peak, right about here, this is where I'm braking. For the visualizer, there we go. For the visualizer, what we're looking at is a corner very much like this one, a little bit more open though. There we go. So of importance on this one is the quick brake right here, getting the car rotated once again, get the car turned, before the apex so that you don't have to turn as much after the apex. You should be able to open the steering up here. You shouldn't be fighting the steering on an exit just to barely make the corner, okay? You need to get most of the rotation done here so that you can power out, and really there's no drama on exit because you've done the work ahead of time to get the car rotated. On the actual track, we're looking at it like this. Fourth gear, and then up to fifth, just like that, on the throttle before the apex. Now, if you happen to be towards the front of the grid, when you do your race, your new reference for braking is going to be the end of this wall right here, the orange on the left there. I want you to hit the brakes rather forcefully, but it might not be even a whole, full braking, and then try to maintain a nice line. You may want to turn in just a little bit earlier in case you think there might be someone trying to take advantage of an opportunity to get on your inside and dive on you. And then the last thing that we want to look at is the pit entrance. So what's really cool about the pit entrance here is we don't have a solid white line that's giving us a barrier so that if we were to cut it, we would get that 3-second pen. So when you come through here, I really do want you to just blast out of here really, really fast and then get over. You can go this line just like this, okay? Now, what you want to do is you want to brake right at this spot right here. You want to brake here so that you can enter into the pit with good momentum, but not too slow and not too fast. You found that having me. So when you brake, you're also going to downshift to third, get the car in nice and tight, and then go ahead and actually power through this, okay? So that's your lap guide for Catalunya Circuit, the first turn of the first lap, and the pit entrance. Hey there, Chris. Good to see you. Oh, early night for BL. Okay, good night, BL. All right. Have no fear if you have missed the guides. I will have the videos out tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. We are not entered into this race though, so let's enter. So I'll have time probably for just 2 races tonight. 2 races tonight. We plan to be back on streaming. What's it going to be? It's going to be Thursday night. Most recent brake balance video is up above. The third brake balance video is going to be posted Wednesday morning. So lap guide video tomorrow morning. Brake balance video Wednesday morning. Stream on Thursday. Learn with Lead session on Saturday. It's a busy week. Jay, I missed all that. Can you do that again, please? Yes. In tomorrow's video, I will do it again. Oh, Edward, good to see you, man. Let's go ahead and get some laps in without any ghost. Or maybe a lap and a half, actually, is what it'll be. Oh, that wasn't it at all. Should be interesting to see how the tire management works with this one. A significant portion of them would drown. Yeah, I know I did it. What of it, game? I think LG's just trying to get Jade started. Guilty as charged, yeah. Oh, that's really not how you want to do that. Yes, I can see that. It's great. Get her going. That's fine. Wow. All right. No 47s in this group. Victory's trying the Swifty. According to Digi's website, I am 100th in the U.S. Thank you, Steve. Thank you, Mike. Let's do it. See how we can manage, huh? He's the Swift Whisperer. Yeah, he is. Some long turns to try and make that thing work, though. I see Bigo in the Megane. I kind of thought about the Megane a little bit. But we'll see. We'll see what our race pace really is like, because it could be very different. I think it depends, Ryan. Depends, when do you want to pit? If you've got clean air and you can just rack up good time after good time, then I think the right thing to do is to stay out and pit at lap 10. But if you're battling and maybe you want to just get out of there, you know, laps 5 through 7 I think are viable times to pit and take tires. third place has the pen, right? Not Ado. It's tough for me to do that, LG, but that's really good advice. Oh. That's better there. That's slow there. That's really slow. That time I turned in early like a doofus. Like a dummy. Well, the penalty area is short, so if I can actually gain some distance here, might be able to nullify him and not get past. Let's see what we can do. Okay, Jade, see you later, friend. Yeah, trust the pace, exactly. Boom. A 1 second lead. Ooh, Ooh, someone went off back there, I think. All right, starting to feel the tires a wee bit. Some people are going in now. So they're going to change tires likely. No, I don't plan to take tires, LG. I don't plan to take tires. I could just end up battling back there, and I don't think that's any good. Yeah, do the opposite of P2. So the one lap that I had the penalty that I was trying to get away from Ado, I pushed it more. But right now I'm driving with the idea of trying to keep the tires kind of okay. So right here, I'm not going to force it. I'm going to try and open the steering as early as I can. The main thing is to, on exit, is not to over-rotate the steering. That wasn't fun. Win as slow as possible, yeah. Hey, Nando, good to see you, man. Oh, that's bad. All right, so I mean, I'm keeping the left front at about 90. As long as it doesn't, you know, stay above 90 for too long, it will preserve them pretty well. Ooh, don't do that. All right, we pit this lap. Okay, time to see if we were fast enough. This guy, is he pitting or is he staying out? Okay, he's pitting also. So now it's just that group, and they seem pretty far away. Wow. That's some significant understeer there. I think I might get a pen for that. Nope, never mind. No pen, but Edo is right on us now, baby. It was an honest attempt there. I liked it. But nothing crazy risky. All right. Hey, we take that. We take that, right? Yeah, Bigo made the McGann get to 7th. I feel like the McGann might be really good on the tires, honestly. Yeah, for sure. Edo was really just content to keep pace with us most of the race there. The guy who finished 3rd, though, had the fastest lap, but he probably changed tires. Yeah, the KJE guy. For sure, Ado. There you are, bud. That was a lot of fun. I enjoyed that. Our pace was good. Even the guys who changed tires, they didn't have it. But I feel like there's a lot of battling going on back there, too, you know? So if you can stay out of the battling, just put good lap after good lap after good lap, you're going to end up in a good position. Thank you, Stephen. All right, let's go one more tonight. One more for tonight, and then we're going to call it. Going to work on this here video. Let's get some water, too. Don't forget the... LG, I'm quite confident that I would finish last in the Swifty. Yeah. Based off my experience, I would need some serious time that I don't want to put in. Victory made it work though. He got 5th. That's pretty good, but dude, so the Swifty would have to change tires. Like there's no way they would last. So you'd have to change tires, which means your strat is limited to a mid-race pit. Just dealing with that understeer the whole time. This is killing me. I still need to cut off a half second. Man, is that right? On this track here, right, Steven? What is your time right now? A 49.3. Okay. There you are. That sounds to me just like you haven't hooked it up yet. Back half of the track? Okay. Okay. Well, make sure on at the hairpin you are really getting a nice wide entrance. If you're taking a nice wide entrance, you can be 42 miles per hour at the apex and still make the corner. So that's how you maintain that speed, by going around like that. On the 180-degree turn, make sure that on the 180-degree turn, make sure that you're at your slowest at the right point. Don't get too slow too soon. For the next right-hander, I have a feeling you might be underestimating what the car can do. Try to lift less. Actually, try it flat and see what happens, and then dial it back from there, okay? And then on the final turn before the home straight, make sure that you're not underestimating the car there either. Less braking, try to maintain 95, 96, 97 miles per hour, and then exit in 5th. Get a nice wide entrance. It can happen, okay? It can happen. Hey there, Viking. Good to see you, man. That has me so amped up on Group 3 cars now that I can't be bothered with this race. I understand. I totally get it. That's Kiwi, too. Try 5th for sure on that one. Okay. Yeah, I'm only exiting in 4th when I know I've taken it too slow. But if I've nailed it, then I go back up to 5th. Well, and Deep Forest is a good opportunity for a really good time also, because the lap is only a minute and a half. So if you really nail your sectors down, the possibility of getting a really special time is really there. Okay. Addo behind us once again. That loosest unit guy again is here. Lunker's here. Is there anyone not qualifying? 3 guys not qualifying. Okay. Yeah, let's do it again, Edo. I like it. Let's try it again. Let's make it happen. Edo is saying, let's get me some DR this week. Got a solid time. Thanks, Steven. Last race of the night for me. Could we make it back-to-back wins? I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. There's a sweet-looking livery. Ozzy's outdone himself again. All those orange little bits like that, man. Oh, hits me right here. Yay, my Raiders are losing. Oh, it's Monday Night Football, isn't it? All right, here we go, here we go, here we go. Ah, someone hit Edo. Karen GT hit him. I heard it. Hang in there, Edo. I hear you there, Steven. This guy behind means business. Missed that one. Ooh, might it be a pen? Nuts. Yep. Oh. I guess the game doesn't let you do that. Oh, I feel like a dummy. Anyone see that? That was unlucky and funny. Womp, womp, womp. Well, now we know. Alright, so here's what I'm gonna do. I am gonna pit. I'm gonna take tires. And I'm gonna put up some laps, baby. And we'll try and get as many of these spots back as we can. Yep, that's what I'm here for. At times, I'm telling you what you should do, but at times, I'm demonstrating exactly what you should avoid. And that's what we try to do around here in the Lead Pencil channel. It's really all about the people. Hopefully we don't have traffic, but I am seeing some folks come through right now. Yeah, we might have some people to deal with. We'll see. Well, actually, just one person. Sunny Hayes. 50 Burger, hello. Thank you for the 50 likes, everybody. Hey, Deep. Good morning to you. Austin Powers pit moment. Yeah, the beard is back. It's winter. Winter means beard growing season. That's how we do this. Well, it's cold here in the winter time. I want to keep my face warm. It's like a coat for my face. Why wouldn't you do that? If you had it available, you would wear that, right? When you were cold. Is it though? Does it actually get cold where you are, Deep? They're freezing a lot, okay. Ah, I see. All right, so up there is the group we need to catch. Oh, Rob, you don't have to apologize, man. I've seen the picture, LG. Your beard is glorious. That'd be a fun thing. Best beards in GT7. Viking Racer. Although, based on the people I know about, Viking Racer actually might have the best. Oh, he off. Yeah, I think the guy that was pretty aggressive earlier, he's giving people a hard time. Seeing some stuff here in chat about him. Grand Beardismo. That's what we could call it. Oh, it would be a great cover. Or beard Turismo, yeah. I don't know, Mike number 5. We'd have to do some experiments. It's possible. All right, we're catching these two like every single turn. Slipstream? Slipstream. Oopsie. Just slowing us both down, bro. We could have been past this guy if you weren't acting like that. Thank you, Steven. I think I have a serious tire advantage. I don't think they changed their tires. Thanks, Mike number 5. Appreciate it. Yeah, this has worked out okay. It'll still be a DR loss, but... Oh, except if we go wide there again. Need to be over a second on this guy to retain our spot. I think we'll do it. Just barely. Yeah, we kept it. Whew. Days face. I'm not sure. I don't know what's going on. Hey, nice podium there, Ado. Nicely done. There's a G, heck and G makeup. Yeah, it looks kind of rough in the back in the pack there, but looking forward to doing a whole lot of racing here on Thursday night. That's going to be the plan for that. Let's see. So we'll see you. I'll have a lap guide out. The lap guide's out for tomorrow morning. Third brake balance video out on Wednesday morning. There's streaming on Thursday night. Learn with Lead session on Saturday, and I'll probably announce who that's going to be on Thursday in that stream as well. I'll let you know who it is. And before we go, I'm going to let you have the joy, because I haven't taken a break today. So I'm going to have I'm going to let my beautiful and wonderful children say goodbye to you all, and I will catch you later on. Appreciate you all so much. You guys are awesome. I love you all like crazy. Not a thing you can do to change my mind. Thank you for everyone who donated today. You guys continue to just blow me away. Again and again and again. I'll see you all real soon. Bye.
Oh! Where's Dadu? Where's the Dadu? The pencil is my Dadu. I'm looking for him. There! Oh! Oh! Dadu is probably racing. Okay, so Lead Pencil asked me to get a book by... I don't know his name is... Well, what's his face? So it's on the 15th shelf. Okay. Okay. I'll just hit my way out.
You most certainly will not.
I'll just read my way out. So guys, do you know about gas? Because gas is really important for cars, because cars need to drive, and if they don't drive, that's bad. Also, and make sure to put gas in before you go racing, because if you don't put any gas in before you go racing, your car will stay in the same place, and that's bad for racing, because in races you have to go really fast. And also, make sure to turn off the car before you put in any gas, otherwise it could blow up.
You guys, only 999,998,907 more subscribers until we hit 1 billion. And at our current rate, it's gonna take like 3,153,600,000 seconds.
Oh, hi. I was watching that pencil, but it looks like he's not on right now. We gotta wait. What to do? Oh, I'll take a nap.
Hello, class. Welcome to the first day of Miss Neverfeather's Gormless Guidelines. Now, take out your driving journals and write down the first 6 tips on the chalkboard. 1. Apexes are predators and will eat you. 2. You don't need tires. 3. Always drive outside your limits. 3. If you want to accelerate, press the pedal to the left.
Oh, hi guys. I am selling fire tires. They make your car look smoking hot. Just and literally and figuratively. I guess I don't need to use the blowtorch. Anyway, if you need to pick up a pair, visit Enzo's www and some more W's and another W.